I gave up my seat in medical school in 2013, the same year that A Continuous Charity officially opened. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a doctor. And although I also wanted to be a ballerina and a number of other things, that particular dream persisted. As I grew older, I realized that practicing medicine as a Muslim female doctor would empower my community in a number of invaluable ways. So I studied hard, I applied, and finally got in. Receiving my acceptance letter was one of the most accomplished moments of my life. There was always a voice in the back of my mind as I went through college that finances might stand in the way of me in medical school. The Muslim community didn't have many resources established, and so finding a halal means would be tough. I also didn't come from a financially privileged background, so I resolved that if medical school was written for me, then there would be nothing to prevent me from it. And if it wasn't written for me, then it wasn't a part of my future plan anyway. So I prayed Salatul Istikhara regularly through the years. I remember people telling me that becoming a Muslim female doctor would be powerful and that the benefit would outweigh the harm of the interest-bearing loans. But I didn't believe that my power would come from being a doctor. It would come through helping others. So in 2013, I gave up my seat to medical school. And it was one of the toughest decisions of my life. I actually took a year off after getting accepted to medical school to try to find halal resources and came up short. It just so happens that on the same year that I was giving up my seat to medical school, ACC was launching, an organization dedicated to giving Muslim students interest-free loans to pursue their higher education. I remember looking at the website thinking that maybe one day, even through this organization, I could help someone not have to make that tough decision I was making in that moment. Our power as Muslim women comes through the will of Allah. And I believe it's my sacrifice of my seat in medical school that made me the woman that I am today. When you give to ACC, you not only impact the life of a student today, but you impact lives of students from one generation to the next, perpetually. That creates a sadaqah jariyah, a continuous charity, which Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said is the gift of education. That to me is true empowerment.